Hi friends. So let's do a reading on what have people realized about you. I've already drawn the cards here. The first thing that is coming through is that you have a very strong aura, okay? There are people who have noticed your aura and are very impressed. Why? Because it is the you must be having a very green aura connected to the heart chakra. So you're a very loving person, and you're not very expressive about the love that you have, but people can experience it in your presence because you bring them a sense of peace. Okay, people are also saying that you're very ultra sensitive, possibly, but that's the way you are. Okay, so you cannot stand any harshness, whether of speech, behavior, environment, relationship. No harshness for you. You avoid conflicts. You like your peace and quiet, so you won't get into a conflict. You're too sensitive to get into a conflict because, see, there are two birds here, two, peace and quiet. So yes, yes, you're all about peace and love. See the way the cup is overflowing, and you're very much connected to your emotions. Look at the water here. Look at the water here. You're also very playful. Okay, that's something. You're playful, and actually, see, you see a shell here. That's such a big symbol of. Oh, this, can we call this a coventina? Okay, coven. Have you joined a coven? Because you know what, with this, I was getting the vibe of a witch over here. So you have taken a leap of faith to follow the path of witchcraft, which may be such a sensitive topic, and you have done this very quietly, okay? And you have certainly, you might have ended a particular path in order to follow the path of the goddess. Yeah, with the Kali, it's it it's patriarchy. If you were following any path of patriarchy, whether at work, whether in religion, whether in spirituality, you have now learnt whatever you needed to learn, okay, and now stepped into the feminine aspects of worshipping the goddess. Witchcraft, at the heart of it, is actually just goddess worship, but it is always, it's still a taboo subject, so it's pretty, things are kept quiet. The goddesses, the goddesses are very powerful, but they are very quietly powerful. Certainly you have balanced your chakra, and of course, when you end a path or anything like this, there's always a storm. So maybe you went into some kind of a conflict. A lot of harsh things were said or done to you. Yeah. You may have been accused of being insane. Okay. Whatever it was, whatever the allegations were, whatever the challenges were, you have handled them with great peace. Okay. And you've been childlike and innocent in your approach to the conflict. But many people must have thought that you are being a kid and taking an unnecessary risk. Okay, they may have pointed this out to you, and you may have told them, well, not shut up, but you may have told them to just You may have told them to keep quiet in your own sweet way. Sweet is the thing I'm getting, in your own peaceful way. And having done that, this card is calling me the most. Aphrodite. Having done that, oh, I'm actually reading this just now, inner goddess. And having done that, your inner goddess has come out. Okay? Has come out now to play, to dance, to seduce. Okay? To trance, I heard. Okay? You have really, you have done a lot of inner work in secret. So when suddenly you announced this path, it might have come as quite a shock to others. Yeah, see, but the truth is that this path has been calling you because this is your goddess Isis. I love her so much. This is this is your lineage. You're never going to be able to give up your divine lineage. It comes with you into every lifetime. And I heard you may have started your path with connecting with goddess Isis in some form or the other. Maybe getting initiated as a priestess by her once more in this lifetime, I heard. Okay? And the reason with the white, the flowing white, again a lot of peace. Okay? Yeah. You may have held this aspect of you when you recognize this part of you, this past life about you, this path that was calling you so much. Okay? You must have held on to your own self like a kid. Okay, look at her. God is holding the ankh, and here God is holding the baby. This has happened with your intuition taking off. You have nurtured your intuition and psychic abilities. Okay, and that's, you started to understand the power of your own psychic abilities to heal a lot of, first yourself, and then you're always called to heal others in some form or the other. And that is what has happened. That's what has happened. You have respected the call. Yeah, you have respected the call I'm getting. Cycles and rhythms. Okay, I'm also thinking about, I was about to come to the sacral chakra, but I was talking about other things. But here now I have to say, yes, you have, look at the bow, it's so big. Look at the bow, it's so big. And look at her charging. So yes, you definitely had your battles. Okay. And you were like undeterred. You could not be deterred from what it was that you wanted to do. You were very focused. And it's not that you become focused, and this is not a goal that you achieve. This is a path that calls you. And when it calls you, you just answer the call. That's what taking a leap of faith is all about. And of course, you will have your harsh critics, but well, you have your harsh critics everywhere, so nothing new in it is there. I want to take this card here, and yeah, see, again, I was about to say, the cycles and rhythms is about your menstruation cycle and fertility aspect. So that aspect of you is coming up here. You might have had to go into some, with the child over here, certainly I feel you had to go into, of course, inner child healing, but also healing your sacral chakra, your womb. You may have cleaned up a lot of the past that you were carrying in your womb, probably from not only this lifetime, but memories of soul ties that you carry in your womb. You have done cord cutting, yeah, and you have done a lot of womb healing to come to this point of purification, detoxification. You have honored the cycles and rhythms of your body in listening and connecting with your body with such depth and honor and respect. Okay, you have purified yourself and you have birthed a new you, and a very beautiful new you. Look at all the look at all the flowers. Look at the way you're flourishing. Really you've come into your own. Look at the royalty in the card. Yeah, look at the beauty. Yeah, moon goddess. I'm thinking of the moon goddess. Yeah, working with the moon. Yeah, that's all part and parcel of what we do. Yes, and your transformation is something that you know. Um. Oh my goodness! Look at this. Start delegating. Now you'll see how start delegating important. As a feminine, you may have done a lot for others to the extent that you may have forgotten your own self. But when you started to focus on your own self, when the call was so strong, I saw green tea, okay? That came to mind. When that started to happen, you decided that in order to follow your path, there are a lot of things that you need to give up, change, okay? And you did that by slowly, steadily cutting yourself out from, you. It's not that you stopped taking responsibility per se, but you really took a look at what really is your responsibility. If you were carrying other people's burdens, you said, oh, this is not mine to carry. Please, yours you take. I return it to you. I never noticed the blue lotus over here. Oh my goodness, I love. Yeah. And look at such a colorful, beautiful, so beautiful. Of course, you have asked the divine to help you. You may have taken help from some mentors also. This is not a path that you can walk so alone because if you walk too alone, you may get lost. Yeah, it's not easy. This transformation is not easy. Once you take one step towards the transformation and you need to keep taking the next step, you really need someone along the way. Mostly it was the goddess. Okay, again I told you started to eat better. Green tea, I thought of berries. I'm thinking that was your detoxification. Okay, so that messages started to come in more clearly for you. You also must have found that you're allergic to certain things, certain foods, certain people, and you cut off from them. When you cut off from them, you have to be very tough. See, she's so tough. Dancing keeps coming again. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, see? You know that the one person you need to be fair to, again Adao, the one person you need to be fair to first and foremost is your own self. If you are not balanced within, your masculinity and femininity is not balanced, or if you are not answering the call that is so yours, you're not being fair to yourself. So by delegating, you also ensure things come into balance. You balance yourself and you also balance others. In some ways you made them independent. This was a golden opportunity that you were not going to miss for any man. I saw the word man over here. This was not an opportunity that you were willing to lose for any man. You have asserted your independence. I was thinking of bat, and bats and witchcraft are so closely associated. Yeah, so you have asserted your independence, okay, and that is how you have been successful. If you're an independent person, then you really can do whatever you want. Okay, I thought of all this as gold coins, so you must be fine. And see, the same way here, the concept is the same. Something flowing around you, like, see the butterflies. Yeah. So once more, we have the guardian Artemis. I told you your spirit guides are really helping you, okay, to stay focused on the path. And while you may have chosen a path that is so much different from your loved ones, it is quite possible that your loved ones also were taken to task, I heard. Okay, but of course they are safe, and so are you, because you all are protected. I was about to say, when I saw the Aphrodite card, you are lit from within. Okay, you are lit from within. See the orange, see the sacral chakra, see the sacral chakra. Yeah. And yes, this path is the path of divine passion. You surrendered to your passion. You surrendered to your passion. And you came home to yourself. I think for a very long time you may not have felt as if you belong anywhere. Okay? For a very long time you may not have felt at home anywhere. And finally you feel at peace. Following your passion. We did start with your Aphrodite's sacral chakra, inner goddess. Yeah. Inner goddess, inner wisdom. Home is also something, home is where the heart is. So you followed your heart, and this is like a witch's cauldron. Okay. So, yes, this is beautiful. You have come home to your own self. You can see things more clearly. You can understand things more clearly. Yeah. It's also made you more compassionate towards those who were your critics, actually. I think one of the things they worried about was how you were going to pay for yourself. That's my favorite card is coming. But you're well supplied for. See, this is your calling. Okay, see the colors, so beautiful. This is your calling. They say when you follow your calling and trust the universe, money comes. And see, it's like you're in the flow of money. By connecting with the goddess, you got into the flow of money. Some of the cards you could not see. And today I was connecting very deeply, just like that, with goddess Freya. I love her so much. Goddess Freya is bold. She's bold. She did what she wanted to do to get what she wanted. And she also faced a lot of criticism. Okay, that didn't matter to her. You know the story about Goddess Freya, right? You should find out. Find out. I've said this before. You had a lot of help from your spirit animals and guides. You may have seen a lot of signs and synchronicities that yes, it's time now to move this way. Okay, to do this or not to do this. And how can you be far from Mother Earth? Mother Earth herself is the goddess, So yes, you have grounded yourself beautifully. Okay, the storm has passed. Okay, you have proved yourself to your own self, not to others. It didn't matter what others thought. I love this card, and this is what is coming for you. This is what is coming for you. You notice this. This is like a cornucopia, I think it's called now. So similar. So by being bold, by being brave, doing what you're called to do, this cornucopia is so empty over here. And see, look at all this here. I told you again, the flow of money. You're in the flow of abundance and prosperity. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Sea flow, bodies of water. Yeah. Yes, you're so much in touch with your heart chakra. Okay. So you know your feelings, you understand what it is, and that's your guiding principle. Your feeling is your guiding principle. Yeah, your feelings are so much about your femininity, your softness, your ability to receive love, receive money, receive wealth, receive. Okay. Do I feel called to take one last card? Yeah, I want to see what is beneath here. Let's see. Go outside and look at all the flowers again. Wow. And I started with the crown, right? See, this is the crown. This is the crown of success. This is the crown of what colors? Yeah. See your spirit guides over your angels. Again, the water. Oh my God, so much abundance. Okay, so much abundance. And go outside means you had all these things inside of you, and you recognize that it is time that all of this is expressed outside. And in doing so, you have brought in fertility. Is also about abundance and prosperity. So look at the amount of abundance and prosperity. This is so beautiful. I love this energy for you. I can feel so much grace in these cards. Truly, and I want to take out the card of Isis. Truly, Goddess Isis is very proud of you. She's really proud of you. Yeah. She's been helping you and watching over you. You may not have realized it, but she has made your path so much more easier. Yeah? With that, I end the reading. All the best to you. Take care. Please do like. Please do subscribe and do let me know how this resonated. Bye.